All right, I'd like to call the meeting to order. If you'll join me in a Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Neighbors. Here. Young.
Here.
Dilling.
Here.
Beamsterboer.
Here.
Adamski.
Here.
Doyle. Adrianson.
Here. Okay. Tonight we gather to express our deepest appreciation and gratitude to our outgoing elected officials, Trustee Dave Beamsterboer, Trustee Ron Adamski, and Village Clerk Shelley Lewis. Although Shelley will no longer be our village clerk, I am pleased that she will still remain village as Executive Administrative Assistant. Also tonight, we will be recognizing the efforts of our EMA Director, Terry Doyle, that is retiring after 24 years of service with the village. So I have a couple of plaques to present. First one, Dave Beamsterboer. Trustee Dave Beamsterboer has dedicated 24 years to serving this village as trustee, and for the past 2 years has been our senior trustee. Throughout his tenure, Dave has mentored numerous new trustees, village staff members. He played an important role in many village projects, including the metro station, several new businesses, and securing grant funding to enhance our infrastructure. Dave's extensive knowledge of our village has guided his decisions, always prioritizing what is best for our community. His wisdom and experience will be missed on the village board. Dave, thank you for your 24 years of service on the village board. I also extend my gratitude to your family for their support and understanding for many long nights and weekends that we spent together and you spent away from your home serving the village. I wish you the best in all your future endeavors, and I'm pleased to present you with this plaque of recognition for your remarkable contributions to our community. So. All right, next up, Ron Adamski. For the past 4 years, Trustee Ron Adamski has served the Village of Manhattan with distinction. Ron has been instrumental in numerous village incentives, including supporting the Moving Wall Project, advocating for more parks and bike paths, and championing the soon-to-be-open dog park. He played a pivotal role in making nitrous oxide abuse illegal in Manhattan and led to the charge against North Point. Above all, Ron has tirelessly worked to maintain Manhattan as a wonderful place to live and raise his family. His contributions over the past 4 years will benefit our residents for decades to come. Ron has been an outstanding trustee and cherished friend. On behalf of the Village of Manhattan, I am honored to present Ron with this plaque in recognition of his unwavering commitment to our community and to the Village Board. Okay, there's one more person I'd like to thank tonight, our village clerk, Shelley Lewis. She was elected in 2021. I'm sorry, it was before that.
Well,
You were
Maddie
appointed?
had left in
Yeah.
her term a little early, so I actually started in 2020.
Okay.
Yeah.
So her first official duty was swearing me in as mayor. That was the first time that was official duty. I'm still not sure who was more nervous that day. I know it was me. I'm still nervous coming up here. But prior to the election, Shelley served as village executive assistant and a deputy clerk. So I knew from day one that I could count on her. As village clerk, she kept the board informed on upcoming agenda items and projects and events. Her dedication and professionalism are unmatched. As a first-time mayor, I counted on her for almost everything. She's always had answers or knew where to find them. especially when it comes to liquor licensing. So, Shelley, I might not have thanked you enough or properly expressed my how much I valued you, but tonight I'm making up for it. As a token of appreciation, I want you to present you on not only with the plaque, but I also have a gift certificate and something that you can enjoy with your family.
All right.
So, and I just wanted to say, at least now you have your Tuesday nights back, right?
What's that?
You have your Tuesday nights back.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
There's no plaque.
Yeah, that's right.
It's just the bottle.
I didn't want a plaque,
Yeah.
so.
She's got the ring plaque right there.
This is actually really nice. Thank you so much. Yeah.
There's a card in there too.
Okay. Terry Doyle, I don't think he's here today. EMA Director Terry Doyle has been a guardian of the Village of Manhattan since 2001. He has dedicated countless nights, weekends, and holidays to ensuring the safety of our community. Terry's assisted our police department, fire departments during critical incidents, and has been integral to the security and traffic control for numerous community events, most notably Manhattan Irish Fest. While many view the Irish Fest as time for celebration, Terry sees it as months of planning with our police and fire departments, preparing traffic control plans for the parade, coordinating with 30 to 40 EMA volunteers. On Friday and Saturday nights during Irish Fest, you would find Terry not in a beer tent, but on Route 52, ensuring pedestrian safety. Tonight we express our appreciation for Terry, his dedication and service by presenting him with this plaque. So I'd like to thank him and for his commitment to this community. I know Joel is here from EMA as well, so thanks for coming. So I'll give this to Terry when I see him. Okay. So now we have to swear in the newly elected officials.
Okay. All right, raise your right hand, repeat after me. I state your name,
I, Rebecca Bauk,
having been elected
having been elected
to the position of village clerk
to the position of village clerk
in the Village of Manhattan,
in the Village of Manhattan,
in the County of Will,
in the County of Will,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the codes and ordinances of the Village of Manhattan,
and the codes and ordinances of the Village of Manhattan,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the position
the duties of the
of
position
village clerk
of village clerk
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
All right, congratulations. All right, you're all official. You can take your seat.
Well, I thought she has to swear in.
Oh, that's right, you're going to swear in all the...
Okay. All right, repeat after me. Oh, sorry, raise your right hand. I, Mike Adrianson,
I, Mike Adrianson,
having been elected to the position of village president
having been elected to the position of village president
in the Village of Manhattan,
in the Village of Manhattan,
in the County of Will,
in the County of Will,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the codes and ordinances of the Village of Manhattan,
and the codes and ordinances of the Village of Manhattan,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the position of Village President
the duties of the position of Village President
to the best of my
to
ability.
the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Clint? Oh, Justin? Hi. Raise your right hand. I, Justin Young,
I, Justin Young,
having been elected to the position of village trustee
having been elected to the position of village trustee
in the Village of Manhattan,
in the Village of Manhattan,
in the County of Will,
County of Will,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the codes and ordinances of the Village of Manhattan,
and the codes and ordinances of the Village of Manhattan,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the position of village trustee
and I will faithfully discharge the duties of the position of village trustee
to the best of my
to the
ability.
best of my ability. Thanks. Thank you.
I, Clint Boone,
I, Clint Boone,
having been elected to the position of village trustee
having been elected to the position of village trustee,
in the Village of Manhattan,
Village of Manhattan,
in the County of Will,
County of Will,
do solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the codes and ordinances of the Village of Manhattan,
the codes and ordinances of the Village of Manhattan,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the position of village trustee
and I will faithfully discharge the duties of the position of village trustee
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
I, Jennifer Bahina,
I, Jennifer Bahano,
having been elected to the position of village trustee
having been elected to the position of village trustee
in the Village of Manhattan,
in the Village of Manhattan,
in the County of Will,
in the County of Will,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the codes and ordinances of the Village of Manhattan,
and the codes and ordinances of the Village of Manhattan,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the position of village trustee,
and that I will faithfully discharge the
duties
duties of the village trustee
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Can you please just sign it, okay?
Yeah. This is
Yeah, no big speech here, but just definitely wanted to thank everybody. Mayor, thank you, appreciate everything over the years. Fellow board members, Jeff and John, everybody, everybody, Chief and Mark, all the staff, everybody, Shelley, of course, but I'm forgetting names, but Jeff, of course, our conversations. So it's been quick 4 years to be honest with you. It seemed to went by fast, but just wanted to thank everybody and welcome the two new trustees. Thank you. And Rebecca, Becky, thanks.
I talked a lot last meeting, so I'm not going to talk a lot. I just want to congratulate the newly elected officials and the re-elected officials. Thank the staff and everybody that's worked with me over the years, and welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So, real quick, I just want to sincerely thank the residents of Manhattan for electing me for another term as mayor. It's an honor to continue serving the community. I'm excited to work alongside both our returning and newly elected board members. I also want to thank my wife Laura, my daughter Addison, who's not here, and my son Carson for being there for me when I'm going through the election process and being late nights at the Village Hall. So thank you guys very much. My mom is here. Thanks for coming. And then just congratulations to Becky Bauk and being elected clerk. Congratulations on your reelection, Justin Young. And then on your second term, and congratulations, Clint and Jennifer. So, okay. So now, public comment. So now we'll go to public comment. Father Mike McMahon.
We're gonna let Tom go first, and then I'll come up. Yeah.
Okay.
Good evening, everyone, and congratulations to the new board members and the board as a whole. I know you've got a lot on your plate, and I wish you the best. Hello to the audience. I'll be brief. I came here to talk about the St. Joseph School situation, but it's come to my attention that Father will inform you more what's going on with that. I do want to say congratulations to Dave Beamsterboer for his 24 years service as village trustee. I served 12 years with him. Mike Martin's here. He also served with him. Dave was a very, very good person, a great guy, good to deal with, and he'll be missed in this community in that position, but I know he'll be around. And just remember, every time you go up to the stoplight at 52, Dave is solely responsible for getting state funding for that stoplight. So we can thank him for that every time we get hung up by that light. But that's all I have to say, and I'll defer to Father. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor and trustees. It has come to my attention that there will be a motion to table, that is to move the discussion of the proposed text amendment of the village ordinance and fire code until the next meeting. And I'm here to let you know that I'm very much in favor of that action for a number of reasons. First of all, in the last 24 hours, there's been a lot of frenetic energy and helpful work going on here in the Village Hall. I'm particularly grateful to you, Mr. Mayor, and to the great work of Jeff, Mark, and Mr. Tyke, who have been reaching out and communicating with us. We understand that there are 2 benefactors that have surfaced who would be willing to assist our parish cover the financial need of bringing water from Sharp Drive to the building in question that we're currently looking at discussing. And as I've been relating to you for the last few months now, the major issue that our parish has been facing with this problem is the significant cost of bringing water in from the main. Sprinklers, we'll have those covered. So God willing that these benefactors in the next few weeks or days, if they're lined up and everything's squared away, certainly my suggestion and my hope would be for you to dismiss the need for an amendment of the village board to entertain this change to the code. Also had a very fruitful and helpful conversation today with Chief Steve Malone. So if anything, before entertaining this motion for voting by you board members, if there's anything, I would say a good thing might be as that moves to the back burner, just to make sure that Chief has had sufficient interest and give his comments to the text amendment. In our conversation today, not only did I recognize that what I already knew, that he has one of the most enviable mustaches in the village of Manhattan, but I also learned that his passion for the safety of his community is admirable, and I hope that as much zeal as he has for the good in this community, I can imitate in the zeal for souls here. If that's the case, we should be safe, and you all better be saints in the next coming years. So, that being said, thank you to everyone who showed up to demonstrate your support for this. Looks like we might not have anything to worry about. And with that, hopefully you found it to be beneficial, at the very least, to see the two new trustees of our village board take their seats, both of whom are loved parishioners of St. Joseph, and Clint Boot, I might add, is not only a parishioner but an alumnus of St. Joseph School. So I'll just use this last opportunity to say some words that are probably familiar to you, and I offer them on behalf of the village, for the good of the village of Manhattan, our new trustees, and everyone here. And they are as follows. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death, amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Thank you for your attention. I'm going to go home now, just so you all know, and not for any lack of interest in the inner workings of the village of Manhattan. God bless you.
Okay, is it Dan Pardon? Dan, and then, did Eric want to speak with you since you're in the same group, or did you want to each individually speak?
He's going to follow me. Well, good evening. I appreciate the opportunity to address the board. My name is Dan Reardon. I'm the Assistant Local Coordinator for the Northern Illinois Fire Advisory Board, Fire Sprinkler Advisory Board. I'm speaking with tonight as a former fire code official. I was a fire code official for 25 years, and seen a lot of things that your community has gone through and is going to continue to go through. I did have a little bit of concern when I seen the text amendment be proposed, and it's always, at least from my perspective, when you try to address and solve a problem by changing what you've adopted, that always kind of makes you wonder how that's going to play out in the long run. I happened to have an opportunity to go back and look at some of the articles back in 2008 when the original amendment went in for fire sprinklers. And if I understood what I read correctly, there were a couple of significant fires in the community. And a community of this size, it's pretty devastating. So I commend the board for moving forward and putting a fire sprinkler ordinance in place that said, we're not going to let this happen again. So we fast forward to 2025, and although we were looking at amending something that was, for 1,000 or 1,500 square feet or whatever it is, it's still big. It's still big like in 2008. So to keep moving forward and using what was adopted back then to help shape the community and help bring that consistency of what the expectation is, that's huge. That's huge. And again, that's what I experienced in my career. The more consistently we apply something, the easier it is for things to get done. It doesn't matter if it's brand new. It doesn't matter if it's a retrofit, a change of use, or an expansion. It then becomes the norm. And so what I saw in 2008, coming this far, I think that is a testament to the board and the community itself. Just a couple more items that I know that there was a proposal to have a fire alarm system put in. And although I believe in fire alarm systems as well, I always look at them as being complements to fire sprinkler systems. As we know, fire sprinklers are going to control a fire and get people out of the building and save property. A fire alarm does notify that you do have a fire, but all that's really telling you is, I've got a fire and it's going to get bigger. Okay? So it's a compliment. It's nothing against the fire alarm industry. The technology is phenomenal. So when we look at moving around when sprinklers are required and not required, there really isn't a substitute. I do have to compliment the board and staff, because I understand that with this instance, that there were alternatives provided, so we were kind of thinking out of the box. If we can't put that traditional system in, how can we put a suppression system in? And that's what makes a community safe and community grow. And as Manhattan moves and expands their commercial base, we're going to use these types of experiences to take on the next challenge, because there's always going to be a challenge. So I commend that we're working towards this resolution, and from my organization, we're always there to help out if necessary. So thank you for giving me the time to speak.
Thank you. Andrea?
Hi. Thank you. My name is Andrea Baumhart. I live at 16102 West Diane Way. I did speak last time concerning the sprinklers, and I just want to say a little bit tonight. It's not going to be long. I really respect Father Mike. He's done a lot for our parish in this short tenure that he spent here within our community, and I found him to be completely transparent in everything that he's ever shared with us and told us. I hope that as you work together to be a new staff as of today, that you will also show the same transparency to our community with your governance. And thanks for considering all the requests that our parish has put forth for the sprinklers, because it does mean, not for the sprinklers, I'm sorry, but for like the remodel of our addition and Father's request to have that go forth. And I do want to say, though, it was really telling to sit here as an audience member the last time I spoke when it was pointed out that there were no sprinklers in this facility itself, and all of your eyes looked upward. Like, I noticed it as a person sitting in the audience. So I just want you to remember that as the village, on your personal properties that you own, you're falling short of your own guidelines sometimes. So as you work together now to revitalize our community, I'm sure that you guys are going to create a great pathway that helps support the growth in our community and all of its constituents. So, thank you.
Thank you. Tim Shanahan.
Well, things have changed since Father Mike was up here. I was going to speak on behalf of St. Joe's, but I can start. He's going to save you quite a bit, but 40-year resident of Manhattan in the township, 40-year parishioner at St. Joe's. Seen a lot of changes at St. Joe's. We had four kids go through the school in the late 80s, and the enrollment at that time was 90. I had 4 kids there, 90 enrollment. I had over 4% of the enrollment at that time. But to see the changes that Father O'Malley and Father McGee and Father Lindsay and now Father McMahon have made to that parish, and now can call it a campus. They've taken old buildings and they've remodeled them, and this is a good indication of what they're planning on doing with this building now. So, Father Mike did you a favor. I don't need to go any further than that, but I do appreciate you guys taking the consideration and trying to work with such a good community member as St. Joseph Church. And the Catholic schools and the Catholic churches and the diocese, it's tough times. I mean, you see that they're closing them, closed St. Rose and Wilmington, so we're very fortunate in Manhattan that we do have a good quality school and a good backbone from the village to help out. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening and congratulations to all board members, incoming and outgoing. I'm Eric Hofer. I'm the Executive Director of the Northern Illinois Fire Sprinkler Advisory Board. We're an education and advocacy group. We assist communities with free code consultation. We do a lot of training with fire departments, with the fire sprinkler systems in buildings, and a lot of fire safety education. You may have seen some of the fire demonstrations at past events. I know we'll be doing that with the fire district here in June. For professional reasons and personal, being a Lincoln Way area resident, I've followed the ongoing conversation with St. Joe's Catholic School, taking this existing building and turning it into a classroom space. First, let me preface my statements by saying I'm a practicing Christian. I attended a private religious school, about 90 students, preschool through 8th grade. So I understand what it means to be at a private school, and funding is always a challenge. So I understand that, and obviously there's a community built around that. But whether we're an organization that's church, nonprofit, for-profit, must always consider the cost of a project, and meeting code is part of that project. So with that, I understand that they're going to be increasing enrollment, and so tuition costs, tuition income should come up. And so as they use this building as a classroom, it will benefit them financially to cover the cost of the project. You as the village board have the authority over this private school through your adopted codes and amendments. Unlike public schools, they're under the Regional Office of Education. So you have a 0 square foot threshold for a change of use like this. No matter how small the building is, there's very few exceptions in your amendments, and a fully occupied building is not one of them. In our upcoming school year, I understand there is a rush to get this done with the school year coming up, but we can't rush to make a decision on fire safety. And I think you guys have put in a lot of good work on that behind the scenes that we are finding out here today. But your goal, as you stated in that proposed text amendment, which I hope to see table tonight as we've discussed,
is to protect the health, safety, and welfare of your citizens. So that means all community members and all institutions must be subject to the codes in the same manner. So with that, the proposed text amendment, as I said, I hope to see it tabled or voted down and get the sprinkler system donated. Because it's in everyone's best interest. It's not in the best interest to not have a sprinkler system for the church and the school, not for the staff or the children that will be in that building, and not for you as elected officials. So the proposed text amendment does label it as an A3 assembly use. We do see some flaw in that. It should be an educational building. Group E, the use of the building or structure or a portion thereof by 6 or more persons at any one time for educational purposes through the 12th grade. That is how the building code defines that E occupancy, whereas A3 is religious educational rooms and religious auditoriums, which are accessory to places of religious worship in accordance with section 303.1.4 and have occupant loads of less than 100 per room or space. So it is clear this is an accessory to the school, and therefore it should be educational. So just as a matter of the proposed text amendment, we would appeal that based on that misclassification of the building, should it not be tabled tonight, but I hope to see that tabled and be part of the conversation going forward. Also, any text, as you have discussed, I'm sure, you need to notify the capital development 30 days prior to having an amendment to the code. So maybe that process has already begun, but hopefully we don't have to go there. So with that, we've seen historic church fires. We've seen historic school fires over the years, over the course of history, and we certainly don't ever expect that that's going to happen in our community. We've seen it locally in the 1950s, but whether it's many deaths, one death, no death is acceptable, and so we have to do everything we can to prevent that as a community and make this the most safe community we can make it. Fire sprinklers can positively change the outcome of what might be a rare fire. It is a fire. It could be a fire nonetheless, and we can change that outcome. I pray that this building never does have a fire, but let's make sure we're prepared in case it does. Because it's a liability. It's a liability for everyone, as I stated. But installing fire sprinklers is also going to help them save some dollars. Okay, they should get insurance savings, and it's going to be much less costly to clean up post-fire when there's water from sprinklers versus uncontrolled fire. So I urge you to maintain your existing code. Don't start moving your code around, and then from year to year you're deciding whether or not it's legitimate anymore. Leave it as it is. Let's work with the church to make sure that this is a good faith effort. Everybody's going to be protected. You've gone above and beyond what most communities would do. You as a village board and staff, you've gone and you've gotten contractor bids, and I understand that's going to be roughly under $30,000 with donated labor. That's incredible. That shows your commitment as members serving your community, what you're willing to do for such an important institution in this community. So let's move forward with that, because we could talk all kinds of things.
Sorry, if you can wrap up.
Yeah, we could talk about all kinds of cost savings. Sprinklers do not have to be that. We can look at other cost savings. We understand that you have a duty here. Please make this part of your legacy to make sure that these children are protected. Make the decision for the safety of the children and the staff, the firefighters, the community, and please know that we are here as a resource for you in any of these conversations. That's what we do. So thank you again, and thanks to the church, and thanks to all of you for what you do.
Thank you. All right, it's up for public comment. Next item on the agenda is a consent agenda. It consists of April 15th, 2025 village board meeting minutes, April 15th, 2025 executive session meeting minutes, not for release, approval of May 6th, 2025 bills list, authorization to change the village board meeting date from Tuesday, May 20th, 2025 to Thursday, May 22nd, 2025 at 6 p.m. So if anyone has any questions on anything, we can pull it from the consent agenda, or I'd like to entertain a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second.
Okay. Roll call?
Bahina.
Here.
Young.
Yes.
Dilling.
Yep.
Neighbors.
Yes.
Boone.
Yes.
Doyle.
Okay, motion carries. First item on our new business is what a lot of folks came up here to speak about, an ordinance amending Title III, Chapter 10, Section 2 of the Code of Ordinances in the Village of Manhattan, Will County, Illinois. Since there's been some new resources that came up and some new information recently, we spoke to the church. We, staff, thank you. They've been working with the church pretty much, all day and some part of yesterday to try to get this resolved. We think we're pretty close to getting that accomplished. So we need a little more time. So right now I'm seeing if I would like to entertain a motion to table this to the next meeting.
Motion.
Second.
Roll call?
Young.
Yes.
Dilling.
Yes.
Neighbors.
Yes.
Boone.
Yes.
Bahina.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Next item on the agenda is a resolution approving a site plan for commercial pergola structure, Arrowhead Smokeworks. This is for a 20 by 28 constructed with 6 by 6 wooden beams and includes a safety rail around the structure. The pergola will be on the south side of the building facing the parking lot. So if anyone remembers the old deck that was over there at the old firehouse building, that's essentially where they're going to be putting their patio. This already went through the planning commission, so if anyone has any questions.
Okay, the safety rail, I'm assuming, like, it's still a parking lot. So, you know how we put up those poles?
The bollards?
Yes, to like stop a car? Like, do you think we'll do anything like that around it?
What do you think?
I just,
We can look at it.
just an idea.
We can look at that, maybe putting up something smaller so that we business, but yeah, I'll look at something.
Okay.
We could possibly put maybe some heavy cement planters around the area.
Still, something still attractive, but that would stop somebody that bumps by accident. Thank you.
Anything else? So I'd like to entertain a motion to approve a resolution approving a site plan for a commercial pergola structure at Arrowhead Smokeworks.
Motion.
Second. Roll call?
Dilling.
Yes.
Neighbors.
Yes.
Boone.
Yes.
Bahina. Yes. Young.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Excuse me. Next item on the agenda is a resolution authorizing the purchase of one 2025 F-150 Police Interceptor and outfitting, and one 2025 Ford Explorer Police Interceptor and outfitting to be used for patrol operations. So the police department is purchasing a police SUV for patrol and an F-150 for the truck enforcement unit. The two new vehicles will replace Squad 773 and 775, which both have high mileage and are requiring frequent repairs. The total cost for both vehicles and necessary equipment is $157,362. This is a budgeted expenditure. Once police equipment and markings are removed from 773 and 775, they'll be auctioned off. So the police chief is here if anyone has any questions about it, but this is part of the rotation that we regularly do, right? Yep. So.
Yeah, I have a question for Chief Gully.
Yeah.
I saw one of the vehicles will be the truck enforcement vehicle. About how much annually would you say truck enforcement brings in revenue-wise?
Well, I can't certainly say, how many violators will pass through Manhattan, during the calendar year. Last year, we brought in the truck enforcement alone, I believe, about $250,000 to $300,000 in fines, but obviously it's always about compliance over enforcement, you know what I mean? But was the result of it.
All right, so all things equal, within 3 to 6 months, it's almost like the cost of these vehicles should be paid off through truck enforcement, all things equal, though?
Yes.
All right.
So I'd like to entertain a motion to approve a resolution authorizing the purchase of one 2025 Ford F-150 Police Interceptor from Greenway Auto and upfitting by EVT Technologies and Element Graphics for a total cost of $89,018.79. and the purchase of one 2025 Ford Explorer Police Interceptor from Durazio Ford and outfitting by EVT Technologies and Element Graphics for a total cost of $68,343.91 to be used for patrol operations.
Motion.
Second. Roll call?
Neighbors? Yes. Boone?
Yes.
Doyle?
Yes.
Bahina? Yes. Young?
Yes.
Dilling?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Next item on the agenda is authorization to hire a 2025 summer mowing crew. Each year, Public Works hires a mowing crew for the summer. This year, they will be hiring 7 part-time employees to cut grass at a rate of $17 per hour. So I'd like to entertain a motion to approve authorization to hire Al Vlack, Bart Gilliam, Brandon Bird, Clarence Huizinga, Colin Ray, John Ramos, and James Levine as the 2025 summer mowing crew at a rate of $17 per hour.
Motion.
Second.
Okay, roll call?
Boone?
Yes.
Yes.
Doyle? Bahina? Yes. Young?
Yes.
Dilling?
Yep.
Neighbors? Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Next item on the agenda, authorization to hire 2025 summer help. So Public Works will hire 4 part-time summer help employees at a rate of $17 per hour. So I'd like to entertain a motion to approve an authorization to hire Broderick Kay, Connor Durkin, Danny Huddle, and Mark Thrash as the 2025 summer help at a rate of $17 per hour.
Motion.
Second.
If anyone has any questions, I mean, John Tyke's here, but I'm sure it's pretty standard, so roll call?
Doyle?
Yes.
Bahina? Yes. Young?
Yes.
Dilling?
Yep.
Neighbors? Yes. Boone?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Next item on the agenda is a resolution authorizing approval of a public utility license agreement between the Forest Preserve District of Will County and the Village of Manhattan. This is for a 12-inch storm sewer line going under the Waponzie Trail. It's part of the Trask Street Drainage Project, and this agreement is for 99 years at a total cost to the village, one-time payment of $4,081. So, if I get my house like that. So I'd like to entertain a motion to approve a resolution authorizing approval of a public utility license agreement between the Forest Preserve District of Will County and the Village of Manhattan.
Motion.
Second.
Roll call?
Bahina? Yes. Young?
Yes.
Dilling?
Yep.
Neighbors? Yes. Boone?
Yes.
Doyle?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Next item on the agenda is an ordinance amending Title II, Chapter 2, Section 6 and 7 of the Code of Ordinances in the Village of Manhattan, Will County, Illinois. This is an ordinance correcting a numbering error in our code ordinances. The municipal cannabis retailers tax was renumbered. Previously, it had the same number as the municipal gas tax. So it's just kind of housekeeping to make sure it's clear the numbers are correct. So I'd like to entertain a motion to approve an ordinance amending Title II, Chapter 2, Section 6 and 7 of the Code of Ordinances in the Village of Manhattan, State of Illinois.
Motion.
Second.
Roll call?
Young?
Yes.
Dilling?
Yep.
Neighbors? Yes. Boone?
Yes.
Doyle?
Yes.
Bahina? Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Excuse me. Next item on the agenda is a resolution approving the engagement of audit services from Lauterbach and Amen LLP for fiscal years 2025 through 2029. The village is required to have a financial audit each year. Lauterbach and Amen can provide audit services that comply with requirements of the state. The annual audit fee will range between $25,000 and $30,000 per year, and this is also a budgeted expense that we figured. So I'd like to entertain a motion to approve a resolution authorizing the engagement of audit services from Lauterbach and Amen LLP for fiscal years 2025 through 2029.
Motion.
Second.
Roll call?
Dilling?
Yes.
Neighbors? Yes. Boone?
Yes.
Doyle?
Yes.
Bahina? Yes. Young?
Yes.
Okay, next item on the agenda is a resolution to accept the annual comprehensive financial report for the year ended April 30th, 2024. The village's fiscal year 2024 financial report was completed and sent to the board on April 30th to provide the trustees some extra time to review it. I don't know if anyone has any questions for our finance director, Justin Van Ruins here, about the financial report.
So I just got the management letter tonight, so I didn't get to read that, but I did talk to Justin briefly before the meeting, and under management response, it does say management acknowledges this commitment to work to correct it in this coming year. So there still are some corrections then that are going on that they're going to work on?
So we have already made changes on our end to address those issues that were raised in that management letter from April 30th of 2024.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
So once it's accepted by the board, it will be submitted to the state, and a copy will be available on our website. I'd like to thank Justin and Jessica from our finance department on their efforts with the audit and completing the financial report. I know it's been a lot, and thank you. So I'd like to entertain a motion to approve a resolution to accept the annual comprehensive financial report for the year ended April 30th, 2024.
Motion.
Oh, second.
Roll call?
Neighbors?
Yes.
Boone?
Yes.
Doyle?
Yes.
Bahina? Yes. Young?
Yes.
Dilling?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Next item on the agenda, a resolution approving an employment agreement with Jeff Wold, Village Administrator. Jeff has been our administrator for the past year. He was a chief of police and then came over to fill the vacant administrator position. I asked the board to approve Jeff's employment agreement and have him continue as our village administrator. So I'd like to entertain a motion to approve a resolution authorizing an employment agreement with Jeff Wold, village administrator.
Motion.
No. I'd like to entertain a real motion.
Motion. Second.
Roll call?
Boone?
Yes.
Doyle?
Yes.
Bahina? Yes. Young?
Yes.
Dilling?
I think so.
Neighbors?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries.
Thank you.
So the first thing I have is authorization. I'd like to entertain a motion to approve authorization to reappoint Patricia Lucas to the Manhattan Police Pension Fund Board for a 2-year term expiring May 1st, 2027.
Motion.
Second.
Roll call?
Doyle?
Yes.
Bahina? Yes. Young?
Yes.
Dilling?
Yep.
Neighbors?
Yes.
Boone?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Next appointment I'd like you to consider, I'd like to entertain a motion to approve authorization to reappoint Bruce Stanky to the Manhattan Police and Fire Commission for a 3-year term expiring on May 1st, 2028.
Motion. Second.
Roll call?
Bahina? Yes. Young?
Yes.
Dilling?
Yep.
Neighbors?
Yes.
Boone?
Yes.
Doyle?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. It was a pretty long meeting for swearing in night, so. So I just want to thank everyone again, being elected again. I really appreciate it. I'm honored to serve, and my daughter is here now, Addison, so thank you for all that you guys did, my family, for putting up with this, the late nights and everything. But anyway, congratulations to everyone, and I'd like to start with Tommy.
I'm sorry I'm late. Doctor's appointments and that, and I laid down.
Oh,
I didn't see doctors all this week. Ugh.
Clint?
Just happy to be here. Really want to thank my wife, Mary, and my parents who are in the audience, our son Benjamin, who's at home right now. We moved here in '97, never thought I'd be able to help shape the decisions of the town like I am right now, so I'm really grateful that I got a lot of support behind me, and, been getting a lot of help from you guys already. It's great to see everyone working together, and everyone's just truly passionate about, helping this town move forward. Also willing to learn from any of the former members who I don't believe are in the audience anymore, like Tom, Mike, Dave, Ron, Deacon Pat. Appreciate the kind words from Father Mike earlier, and I'm glad we're able to, kind of get something done with that that I think will be beneficial to everybody. I'm just hoping we can get a lot done in these 4 years and make this town even better than it is. So.
Yeah. Thank you. Ms. Simmons?
Well, I wanted to say welcome to everyone, too, and I'm looking forward to having a progressive time with you and keeping Manhattan great, but moving forward as well, and just welcome and happy to see you here. Oh, and the touch and truck is coming up, too, and that's always a good time. So.
Thank you. Bob Dylan?
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Mike.
Thanks.
And all those that came onto the board. And to those that were on the board and served us, thank you very much. And Terry, I wish you were here tonight so I could thank him too. But good luck to everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. Justin?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Oh, no, go ahead. Terry knows what I'm asking.
Okay. Well, first of all, welcome, Clint, Jenny, Becky. It's a thankless job a lot. Sometimes you have to make really tough decisions. As you guys can see, the St. Joe's thing is not easy. There's no winners in this situation. So sounds like we may have a good resolution here where everyone can win. So that's the goal. It doesn't always turn out that way. So just try your best and lead with your hearts and be consistent. Mike, congratulations, winning re-election. It's we're good friends, and it was fun running. It's always exhausting. I'm glad it's over. But now we got 4 years until we have to worry about that again. Other than that, thank you to the board members who had left. We didn't always get along, but a lot of times we did, more so than not. And you can learn a lot just by listening. And I know Mike Naughton told me when I first sat down here is, give it a couple meetings, like just absorb, see how things go, and understand the process. And I took that advice, and it helped me a lot, because I wanted to come in firing right away. And it's fine, too. If you have passion, you want to do it, go for it. But you can learn a lot from the seasoned people up here. And we are starting to lose them, and we're becoming seasoned, I guess. But, yeah, if you ever have any questions, I'm always free to take your calls and help out. We have a great staff, great resources here. I strongly advise you to utilize them, reach out to them, and understand the departments and how things work. And the staff that's not in Village Hall, the public works guys and police officers, get connected with them. For anyone who's left the St. Joe's Church, thank you for coming again. I do appreciate it. It's not easy to come out and speak in the first place, and you guys are certainly a passionate group. Thanks for the fire department for coming out too as well, and anyone else who came out today to help give some advice and some direction on this situation. So with that being said, I just want to thank my family and my friends and all my constituents who voted for me. I really do appreciate it. I look forward to serving you guys 4 more years, and hopefully, we have some good things, some good times ahead of us, and not all contentious meetings like this. So, thank you.
Thank you. Jennifer?
I just want to say thank you to my family, especially my husband, who supports all of my volunteering craziness. Clearly, I have a lot of absorbing to do, but I will get it, and I am looking forward to working with an amazing team. I think we're going to do great things for Manhattan. The next 4 years are going to be a wild ride, and I'm ready to be on it. The first thing you think about is the St. Joe's thing. This is what we stepped into. But we're ready to go. I'm ready to take it by the reins and make the correct decisions and make sure it's great for everybody. And I just appreciate all the support. Our team, I've been supported from day one by everybody, and I really appreciate it. And I have, and Clint, we have big shoes to fill, because our predecessors were great people and they did really great things. So hopefully we can do the same. Thank you.
Thank you. Rebecca? Congratulations, and clerk.
Thank you. I'm excited to start my new position. I know Shelley did leave some big shoes for me to fill, so hopefully I can ease into this new position. I want to thank my family, my husband mostly, but I'm looking forward to working with all of you.
Thanks.
Just so you know, Shelley's job usually was to give us all the updates of all the events going on, so I hope she left you a list.
Jeff?
Congratulations to the newly elected officials, and thanks to Dave, Ron, and Shelley, and Terry. And I look forward to working with everyone. Thank you. And thanks for passing my employment agreement.
Thanks. Mark?
Just want to welcome all the new elected officials as well. Just want to give a real quick update. We did receive the first draft for review architectural design guidelines for our downtown area. We're going through some staff comments with that, and then I hope to get that to the board, and then we can schedule possibly a workshop session to go through that. So excited to get that moving forward here.
Thanks. John?
I got a couple things going on. So May 29th at 10 a.m., we're going to be having a bid open for the 3 water main projects that we'll be beginning. We have the Front Street water main, the Route 52 water main, and the Arsenal Road water main. So those are all going to be opened up on May 29th on May 10th. Once that happens, May 29th at 10 a.m. And then after that, we're going to get those projects rolling. They'll be done this year. So those are 3 main water main projects. Right now, Speece is still doing the water main project for the Well 7 extension from Moni Manhattan down to Well 7. They're about 75% complete with that. Bisving, who is doing the Well 7 remodeling, are going to be out tomorrow. They're going to be putting up silk fence and doing a bunch of staking out there. So that's going to be moving along pretty quick as well. Park Street from east north to First Street, we're going to be doing the big project out there, widening the road and putting in new storm structures in over there, running sump lines for the residents that live in that area. That should be starting in about 2 weeks. So that'll be another major project for us. And then we also have the culverts for Eastern Avenue. The cement culverts have been made. They're just curing right now. So we're looking at probably maybe another 2 weeks, and we're hopefully to be able to start on that project as well. And when we start that, Smith Road to Abbey will be closed down on Eastern Avenue.
And then with the Park Street project, we're able to fix that couple of spots on Whitson, the extended area?
We're going to look at that with that, yes.
All right.
That's all I have.
Carrie?
He covered me unless anybody has any other questions.
Thanks.
Non-answer, thank you.
Yes, no problem.
Justin?
Welcome to all of the newly elected board members. Look forward to working with you. And I'm headed to Colorado tomorrow to celebrate my son graduating from college, so.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Chief?
Congratulations, Mayor, congratulations, Board, newly elected and welcome, you know what I mean? And those are still with us. I know it's been a rough week. We've been in contact more than I'd like to talk to you guys, so I apologize for that. But we had a couple situations we had to work through, and I look forward to finalizing those with you guys. Next Friday, the 16th, we have our Cop on Top at Dunkin' Donuts supported the Special Olympics. If you guys can come out and support that, all the residents, it's always a good time. This Saturday, 11th, I believe, 10th, is the Touch a Truck in the parking lot out here from 11 to 1. Join us for that. You know, Apollo will be there, all the police department, public works. I'm sure the firemen will come and join us because they always like to be where we're at. So we'll be there. Which reminds me, Mayor, we got to do our the challenge. You know, the chief was here, the man with the mustache is here that challenged us. So we'll get that done as well. And then thank you for approving the new vehicles for the police. It will bring much needed improvements to our truck enforcement program, and the Explorer will go to the school resource officers. We're working on a little design for that car as well that we hope you guys will approve as well. So that is it. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? All right, there's no executive session, so I'd like to entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, meeting adjourned.